Hey everyone, and thank you for dialing into this Rodan+Fields opportunity call. Let me be the first to congratulate you on taking the first steps towards dreaming bigger and considering joining forces with this powerhouse of a company. My name is Jena Kravitz, and I'm a Premier Level 5 leader in Los Angeles. I'm so excited to spend the next 15 minutes sharing with you how this business has been a total game changer for me and why there's never been a sweeter and smarter time to join Rodan+Fields than now. But first, I'd like to start by sharing my personal story with you. My Rodan+Fields story started long before I knew about this company or these products. In fact, it started when I was just a young girl, born and raised in Los Angeles by a diehard liberal feminist single mom who spent her entire life teaching and showing me the value of independence. She would say, never depend on anyone, Jena. Work hard, play hard, make your own choices, make your own money, and be your own boss. So I generally did as she asked. Professionally, I'm a geriatric neuropsychologist at a large hospital in Los Angeles. I've been a professor at Pepperdine University for the past 9 years and a clinical researcher at UCLA where I focus my efforts on studying memory disorders. I also have a small private practice 1 day a week, and I provide media contributions as an expert from time to time. But perhaps my most important job is that of being a single mom to my 5-year-old twins and the responsibilities that come with that, including my role as the former president of the PTA at preschool, the current hot lunch supervisor, and the soccer mom who prides herself on bringing the best snacks on Sunday morning. So I first became involved with Rodan+Fields the way a lot of people do. First, as a totally thrilled customer. In September of 2013, an old friend of mine posted about Rodan+Fields on Facebook. So out of curiosity, I reached out to her to ask her about the products, and I jumped right in as a product user. Within a couple of weeks, I'd realized that my skin had never looked better, and I didn't even think I had bad skin, and people were noticing. Later that week, I was sitting at a professional conference when I started thinking, maybe I could sell these incredible products to my mom and my few friends who were already noticing that my skin had improved and maybe make a few $100s extra on the side. But the reality of my life hit me hard, guys. I was busy, very busy. I had no sales experience, I didn't know much about skincare, and now I was a single parent, which left very little time for myself. When I returned home from that conference, my former husband had commented that he noticed that my face had looked different. And that's when I told him that I was thinking about starting my own Rodan+Fields micro-franchise. Despite our personal differences, he's an incredibly brilliant businessman and a top bankruptcy attorney in the country. So he knows about companies that are going to succeed versus those that are at risk for failure. Right away, he said, Jen, don't jump into anything until I look into this. Well, the very next day, he came back to the house, he sat me down and said, Jen, this company is going to be huge. You have to do it, and you have to do it now. He explained what the projected financials looked like, the benefit of it being ground floor, and how residual income worked. He told me that if I worked this business right, that I would undeniably have an insane residual income within 3 to 5 short years. So a couple of hours later, on October 22nd, 2013, I became a Rodan+Fields consultant. My goal was just to sell to my close friends with no interest in building a team or replacing my neuropsychology career with this little side gig. But I was obviously not dreaming big enough yet. The last 16 months with Rodan+Fields has been nothing short of incredible. I hit the top of the company's pay plan within the first 9 months, and by my 1-year anniversary, I had earned 7 promotions and 2 all-expenses-paid luxury trips on behalf of the company by working this little side hustle of mine 5 to 7 hours a week, fitting it into literally the nooks and crannies of time in my day and around my career and parenting responsibilities. 7 promotions. I had barely earned 2 promotions in the last 10 years through my clinical and teaching jobs, let alone being offered luxury vacations on my boss's tab. Since January of 2014, my team has grown to be an organization of over 100 incredible, dynamic, interesting, and simply delightful men and women who have become my nearest and dearest. And my initial goal of selling to a few friends, making a few $100 extra, and getting a discount on the products I was already using and loving, well, let's just say that it turned out that more than a few friends were interested, and that goal of a few $100 a month had turned into a whole lot more than that. In fact, my Rodan+Fields income has now completely replaced my clinical and teaching income, and I've been able to cut my hours at the hospital in half so that I can spend more time with my babies. This little side gig of mine has given me a path towards that financial freedom and independence that I dreamed of and I craved, but I knew wasn't attainable with my chosen career path. And as for my fiercely spirited and independent mom, well, I'm not going to lie, she's still a little bit bitter that the salary I earned from my $100,000 education has now been totally surpassed by selling skincare to the masses and teaching others how to do the same. But if I'm being completely honest here, She paved this path for me, and in between her moments of wonder, she reminds me regularly how proud she is that I have planted my feet on the ground and am making strides towards becoming more financially independent than I've ever been before. So you dialed in because you wanted to know about this company and about what the opportunity might mean for your personal goals and your financial playing field. So here's a little background of the company for you. Dr. Katie Rodan and Dr. Kathy Fields are the Stanford-trained dermatologists who created Proactive, the world's largest acne system. In the early 2000s, the doctors realized that there was an opportunity to treat other major skin conditions as well as acne, including entering the $3 billion anti-aging market. So they developed new and innovative products using a multi-med therapy approach, put the skincare regimens through rigorous independent clinical trials to validate their efficacy, and brought them to the public. The doctor's goal was to avoid unnecessary dermatology office visits by bringing clinical-grade skincare into people's homes and putting them right there on their bathroom counters, and to do this with the most effective and affordable products that they could offer. So they initially partnered with Estee Lauder, one of the world's largest cosmetic companies, and they launched their self-named company, Rodan+Fields, into high-end retail stores where they became a top-selling skincare brand. 5 years after bringing Rodan+Fields skincare into the public via high-end retail stores, the doctors realized that the brick and mortar of retail would eventually be a thing of the past and that they could better leverage their brand through current technology, our social economy, and through the power of word of mouth and personal relationships. So they took matters back into their own hands, eliminated their partnership with Estee Lauder, and decided to change their entire business model to the most lucrative business model known today, network marketing. The opportunity to ask normal people like you and I to simply wash our faces with their products and tell our friends about it. You can imagine how many people initially turned their nose to this non-traditional approach, but as the doctors have shared, they made a similarly risky business decision when they decided to utilize infomercials and vending machines at the mall to sell Proactive. And well, you know how that turned out. The company backs you with the name brand recognition and credibility of the doctors, clinically proven products, and a ground floor opportunity with a company just moving out of its infancy. And the best part is that with all of this in your corner, they are offering you and I to own a piece of this franchise and take advantage of the launch of this relatively new company. Rodan+Fields has earned countless business awards, achieved record-breaking growth each year, including a nearly 360% growth last year alone, and ultimately becoming almost $500 million company today. The company was recently named the fourth largest premium skincare company in the United States after only 5 years in the network marketing business. And it was also deemed the third largest female-owned company in the San Francisco Bay Area. Most recently, the doctors launched their most innovative product to date, Acute Care, a topical filler for expression lines that blew off the shelves, selling out in only one short day and literally broke the internet. Yep, fill a wrinkle while you sleep, no needle required. So if you're still on this call and still intrigued, you are probably thinking about how this process works, and most importantly, when and how do you get to the game-changing part of this business? And some of you are probably thinking that you know nothing about skincare or how to fit this business into your already busy lives. I get it. Many of us balance multiple careers and multiple children. And in my mind, if you can do that, you can do just about anything. The process is pretty simple, and it's a whole heck of a lot easier than being a parent and or starting another type of business that would require a storefront, inventory, and huge overhead costs. Enrolling as a consultant with Rodan+Fields takes no more than 7 minutes total. This company utilizes all aspects of digital technology to increase efficiency and set you up to grow quickly. So aside from being a relational business, we are also considered a web-based business. Your office is wherever you put it, your business hours are whenever you choose them to be, and the majority of your training and resources are available between the company's website, our comprehensive digital back-office system, personalized websites that are designed and maintained for you, and tons of social media support. Guys, you can run this business straight from your iPhone. We also have access to the Rodan+Fields dermatology nurses 24/7 for quick answers and information because you're not expected to be an expert in the skincare industry right off the bat. So getting your business up and running can be done quickly and in a way that ensures that with a little bit of effort that you can succeed. This is really a plug-and-play company where you learn as you earn. Okay, so you're probably wondering about the million-dollar question here, which is how much of an income can I really make? And that's totally reasonable because we're all striving to make sure that our efforts are recognized and rewarded. So for a minimal investment, our business is designed to bring in revenue right off the bat. I earned back my initial investment within the first 10 days of being a consultant with this company. And now Rodan+Fields has upped the ante. Effective March 1st, 2015, Any new consultants have the opportunity to earn a 100% refund on their initial business kit within the first couple months of the business, along with the luxury incentives including name brand wallets and handbags, Nordstrom's gift cards, and thousands of dollars in travel vouchers. How sweet is that? These doctors think of it all, and they give us all of the tools that we need to succeed and to be happy. Earning income off of product and building a team contributes to a healthy monthly income that grows each month and each year. In just 3 to 7 hours a week with consistent effort and creative relational skill, there's really no limit in terms of how large or small of an income you can generate. The company is still totally ground floor, so the potential is limitless. This company is growing, and it is growing quickly. The doctors, along with our corporate team, have shared that they plan on making Rodan+Fields a global skincare giant, even larger than Proactive. We've just begun our global expansion into Canada, and the plans for rolling out into many, many more countries are underway right now. Let me make this clear for you. There are plenty of possibilities with this ground floor opportunity should you decide to take the leap. There are roughly 319 million people in the United States and another 34 million in Canada. Right now, there are less than 100,000 Rodan+Fields consultants in the United States. Bottom line, this company is legit, and it's on pace to become that global skincare giant that the doctors promised. I will add that the doctors have no interest in forcing anyone to join their company. In fact, Rodan+Fields offers a trial period for new consultants of 60 days. Yep, that means that you can order your business kit, use all of the products and tools to your heart's desire, sell it to your family and friends, and if you decide at the end of the first 60 days that the business is not your cup of tea, you can simply return your business kit and get every dime of that initial investment back. Bottom line, there is essentially no risk involved here. The doctors and all of the consultants on the team want you to be happy in this business. So I'd like to close today with just sharing a few thoughts that I had when I was considering joining this business, the thoughts I had when I was standing in your shoes. Now, admittedly, I was not a skincare junkie, nor did I ever spend much time worrying about the way my skin would age. But I knew 3 things to be true. Number 1, I knew that if the doctors could create one multi-million-dollar brand, that they could most certainly create another one, and probably even bigger. Number 2, I knew that there was a ceiling to my professional income given the career path I had chosen, and that I craved and dreamed of a lifestyle that just didn't fit into that budget. And number 3, I knew that if I had let this opportunity pass me by and watched the magic happen for other people without at least trying, that I would probably kick myself forward in the future. And that just wasn't an option for me. So, with no previous sales experience, little faith in my ability to build this into a powerhouse, and little time, but a whole lot of heart and enthusiasm for the possibilities that existed in the world, I jumped right in. And now I can live with no regrets, a healthy residual income, and the thousands of new friends who have literally become family along this journey. Guys, I love this company. I love what it stands for. I love the charisma from our corporate team that bleeds through its consultants and the endless possibilities that exist for me and my friends now. If you are pumped up and you feel like this could be a game changer for you like it has for me, get back into the contact with the person who invited you to listen to this call today. And I'd like to be the first to welcome you to the team. Have a great day.